Molly, let's talk about him. Here we are, just a couple days away from your UFC debut. What's the emotion like for you right now?
It's amazing, and especially getting an interview from you. Do you know what I mean? Watching all the UFC weigh-ins and always seeing the likes of you there. And now you're talking to me, asking me. So it's a dream come true. I'm sitting on a stage full of absolute killers where I'm meant to be, and it all feels natural. Nothing's forced. It's all organic. It's like it was written in the stars for this to happen for me. Perfect timing, and I just can't wait to put a performance on for me city.
We always hear about, octagon jitters and UFC nerves, but I wonder, the fact that it's here, the familiarity of your town, your arena. I mean, do you think that helps a little bit for you to be comfortable?
Yeah, I've said, I don't want to go on like I'm repeating myself, but my last fight, I headlined this. So going from the headline to the undercard is like, it's not so bad. The pressure's not on me to succeed. She's probably got more pressure on her coming from the camp she's from and all that kind of thing. I'm a debutant. There's no stress. You can probably read in people's body language sometimes. And this week I see fear in her, and I see she's in. And I wouldn't say Liverpool's a hostile place, because it's like one of the most voted the nicest place in Europe, maybe the world. Is it the world or is it Europe? Liverpool's the nicest place, the most friendliest. It's Europe, yeah, the nicest place in Europe to go. So I don't think she should be feeling as much jitters as she is, but I haven't gotten on. Obviously, when they go, Molly, you're up next, everyone's legs go, ugh, and then you get the little, the adrenaline dump. But the second your walkout tune comes on, and wait till you see mine, wait till you see how the fans, we call it like a house party. So when you watch Liverpool events, it's like in between the rounds there's a rave going on, and our walkout tunes tend to be like house music and techno. So there's good vibes when we fight, and yeah, there's no nerves, there's no jitters. It's meant to be, I
was gonna say, everybody keeps talking about what the environment is going to be like, and I think we got a little taste of it at the open workouts, right? What is it about Liverpool that makes it such a crazy and kind of raucous crowd?
I think it's the working class background from everyone who lives for the weekend. Everyone's got money to go to the pub and sit with the mates and go back to the house and have a little party and listen to the music. And if one of us win, we all win. And you get that bragging rights. And it's kind of like Cleveland or like Boston or maybe like Las Vegas, in the fact of it's such a sporting city. And I suppose people who don't have a lot live through the fighters or live through the sports person, because we live for the city. Like, if you look on my ankle, I've got my city tattoos around my ankle. Do you know what I mean? Like, how passionate's Darren about Liverpool? Like, we're passionate about this place, and it exudes everywhere. Everyone, you must feel how proud we are to be Scouse. So yeah, wait, honestly, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. It must be like a Conor McGregor walkout where that ole, 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 ole. You've just got to sit in there and you feel the warmth and it's energy. It's energy. That's what it is. Yeah. You feel the energy.
It was surprising to me as an American, and maybe it wasn't to you, but the reaction that we saw at the open workouts. No disrespect to Darren Till whatsoever, but I feel like you got more pop. You might be more famous, more loved. Did that surprise you to know? Because the UFC's here because of Darren. But it seemed like the fans were there to support you.
Darren's uprising, he was in Brazil for a big part of it, so I think his Brazilian following is massive. His following all around the world is. Darren has like the boys follow him, like the boys, do you know what I mean? And I'm a different entity altogether. I've got the kids, I've got women. I'm just different, and in no better or no worse way, but people take to me in a different way to Darren. And we both give out, if you look at any Scouser, they'll give all their time to the fans, and I don't like saying fans, like the support, we give as much to them as they give back. But it was a very overwhelming feeling when Dan Hardy was like, go. And I was like, oh my God, I went, just give me the microphone, lad. So I just took the microphone and thought to crack a joke before the start, and that eased the tension a bit. And then you see how many kids are there, do you know what I mean? And how me and Darren, the likes of Paddy, Chris Fishgold, we're the generation now, and Terry Etterman Sasser was the generation before. think of the generation after us that are coming up, seeing us and what role models we are. It's going to be a whole nother level.
This is going to be a special moment, there's no doubt about it, but at the end of the day, you still got a cage fight, right? So let's talk about Jillian. I mean, what do you think about her as an opponent? Break her down. What do you see? What do you think about the matchup itself?
Stylistically, it's grappler versus striker. She takes me down. It's hard work for me to get back up. I'm not going to lie about that. She is mustard at what she does. She stands up, she's fucked. If it stays, or it will stay standing, she hasn't got a chance in hell to cope with what I've got. My footwork is far more superior than hers. Her competition jiu-jitsu is better than mine. Is her combat jiu-jitsu better than mine? I'm not so sure. I'm yet to be finished. It's going to take something special to come into my city when I've got all of that going on, to come and beat me. We was talking about, would you ever tap if you was in a situation to tap? And my coach went, you don't fucking tap because you've got insurance. So like, even if my arm's hyperextended, I'm not going out like that. Do you know what I mean? So she's no mug, she's no rollover. But when I win this, it is a bit of a statement to the division. Like, I think I've fought harder people outside of the UFC than what are on the roster now. I've travelled and I've been in sports gymnasiums, and I've fought horrible people in front of no cameras, in front of people when one person came to watch. Do you know what I mean? So I know it's not going to be full to capacity when I'm on, but it'll be rocking and it'll be shaking, and I know I'm going to get the finish end of the first, or if I need a little bit more time, the second, because I don't want to rush it. But I most definitely see a finish via strikes, yeah.